Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Nacho Problems, where we turn ordinary recipes into extraordinary nachos. I'm Nacho Queen, but you can call me M. So after 2 weeks of breakfast, I thought we'd change direction and try converting one of my favorite dinner recipes. So this week we're making chicken tikka masala nachos. Now just to start off, I make no claims as to how authentic this recipe may or may not be. It was sent to me a few years ago by an Indian friend, but I have also had to make several adjustments to it to suit my family's taste. I will note those adjustments as we go. Let's get started. Step 1, the toppings. We're going in reverse order today because I like to list our nacho components in the most logical order they could be made. So first for the toppings, we'll need 1 cup plain yogurt. This shouldn't be the Greek type, but if that's all you can find, it will work. 2 tablespoons lemon juice, 2 teaspoons cumin, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, 2 teaspoon cayenne pepper. You can adjust or omit this depending on your heat tolerance. I personally only use a dash. 2 teaspoons black pepper, 1 teaspoon ginger, 1 teaspoon salt, and 3 boneless skinless chicken breasts cut up into bite-sized chunks. And while not really an ingredient, I will be using skewers, but these are also optional. As you can see, I've already cut up my chicken and placed it into a zippy bag, but a bowl works fine too. Now we'll just add all of the other ingredients. I have to say that before I tried this recipe, I'd never really thought of using cinnamon in savory dishes, but it brings this wonderful warmth that just really elevates this dish so much, and I love it. Combine and make sure the chicken is well coated. Now cover and refrigerate for 1 hour. Now there are a few ways to cook the chicken. My favorite is to throw the chicken onto skewers and grill it for 5 minutes on each side. The problem is it's really cold here, so I'll be baking the skewers, but you can also just saute the chicken. That's actually my least favorite option though, as I feel the taste and texture suffers somewhat. With grilling, you can get just a little bit of char, which adds another depth of flavor. You choose whatever option is best for you. I'm going to be baking these at 375 for 20 minutes. Step 2, the cheese. So you can actually get this started while your chicken marinates. For the sauce, we need 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 cloves of garlic minced, 4 teaspoons paprika, 2 teaspoons salt, 4 teaspoons cumin, 1 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, and 2 cups heavy cream. Now one ingredient that I leave out that you may want to use is 2 jalapeno peppers finely chopped. You see, Casa del Nacho is a house divided on the virtue of jalapenos. 2 people love them, 2 people hate them, and 1 is just indifferent. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you're team jalapeno or team jala heck no. The final ingredient that I substitute is 1/4 cup of chopped fresh cilantro. In case you weren't aware, there are some people who have this odd genetic quirk that makes cilantro taste like dish soap. I am one of these oddities, as is Cameraman and Olson, so I generally will substitute parsley for cilantro in recipes. Start by melting the butter in a large saucepan over medium heat. Now add in the garlic, and if you desire, the jalapeno, and saute that for 1 minute. Add cumin, paprika, and salt. Now stir in the tomato sauce and cream, and then simmer on low until the sauce thickens, about 20 minutes. Now let's move on to step 3, the chips. For the chips, we only need 2 ingredients. Okay, this may be cheating a bit, but after making 3 batches of cinnamon roll dough for last week's video, I decided me and my bread maker deserve a break. So I bought these lovely little non-dippers. They're already the perfect size and shape, and the only thing they lack is crunch. Which brings us to ingredient 2, ghee. Ghee is a type of clarified butter common in Indian cooking. It is great for frying since it has a pretty high smoke point. What we're going to do is put a small pan on medium heat and add a spoonful of ghee. Now let that melt and heat up before you add in your naan. If you add your naan in too early, it will absorb too much of the ghee and end up oily, not crispy. Fry on each side for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now if you can't find these dippers, naan will work just fine. You just need to cut it into chip size, or you could even make your own. Now remove your chips to a paper towel lined plate, and at this point you can season them with salt or spices that you like, but I feel this dish already brings a lot of flavor to the table, so I'm going to leave them plain. Now it's time for everyone's favorite part, step 4. Let's eat! We're going to lay our fresh made chips down first, and then we're going to de-skewer some of our chicken and arrange it over the chips. Next, we'll drizzle some of this luscious sauce over the top of that. Do not skimp on the sauce here. This is good stuff. Last, we're just going to sprinkle some parsley over it, and dinner is served. This recipe got rave reviews from the taste testers. I highly recommend that you give it a try too. Well, that's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please consider sharing it with a friend. If you have an idea for a future video, you can leave a comment below, or better yet, tag me on Twitter. I'm at NachoProblemsYT. Now, if you'll excuse me, Oldson has just asked for help with math that I forgot over a decade ago, but luckily for you, that's not your problem. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.